This ending is such a sham. I can't believe it. I mean, Carl Summers, what I'm hearing is Carl Summers, and this is just through the rumor. I want to hear more about this. Carl Summers helped set up the LLC. That's right. You're talking about the estate's lawyer helps set up an LLC. The estate's lawyer helps set up an LLC. Now just think about this sham. They tell Barbara Anderson, Carl and Zoe tell Barbara Anderson that the chest is not part of the estate's assets. We know it was. That chest was part of the estate's assets while Forrest was alive. After he passed away, Zoe filed a gift tax. Zoe gifted that chest to Jack after Forrest passed away. So they're telling Barb it's not part of the estate's assets. It's like a shell and pea game. They're shuffling the pea under a different shell. They're using Jack's stooge. Okay, Stooge is doing their dirty work. They're handing it over to Stooge and saying, oh, it's not part of the estate's assets because they don't want it as a liability. So Stooge is holding on to it for them, but Stooge has got an agreement with them and doing everything they're telling him to do. Why in the world would Stooge sell the chest to an LLC and then the LLC would sell it at Heritage Auction? Why didn't Jack Stooge sell it himself? Why would he sell it to Justin Posey and then Posey sells it at Heritage Auction? It makes no sense. Did Jack sell the chest for $1 to Posey and then Posey gave him the proceeds from the auction? I mean, it's just a thought. The Jack sold it for $1 to Posey. They had an agreement. Posey gives him the proceeds from the auction. Otherwise, why are you selling it to an LLC? Why hand it off to an LLC then the LLC does the selling? It makes no sense at all. The other thing is, what the hell is Posey getting out of this? Why is Posey doing their dirty work? Why would he sell a chest at auction? Doesn't make any sense. So what's in it for Posey? We know that Posey or pose, a poser is someone who's fake. You guys think I'm kidding around. I'm not kidding around. This guy is the vassal, V-A-S-S-A-L. He's basically a puppet of somebody else, Posey is. He appeared in the New Yorker article. They're basically using this guy to do their dirty work. Who is it that's using Posey? Just like Jack Stoof is being used, Posey is being used. So why would Posey facilitate a dirty money transaction like this? Why in the world would he do this? It makes no sense. He's not making money off of this. Let's say he bought the chest from Jack for $2 million, and then he sells it at Heritage for $1.5 million. He takes a loss on it. It doesn't make any sense what went down. None of it makes any sense except for the fact that something's going on behind the scenes and Posey's being paid. The other thing is, this is a French treasure chest. It isn't even what Forrest Fenn said it was. And that's the reason why they never sold the chest at auction at Heritage. That's why Posey kept the chest and maybe the dragon coat bracelet, because they're not original, okay? And they know it and they can't sell it or they could be sued. But I believe the contents are the original contents. They are original. So what's in it for Posey? He buys a treasure chest from Jack. He's basically like a prostitute. He's a street whore. But the question is, what does he get out of it? What is the reason for why Posey did this? Well, we know that Posey's connected into Vox and Netflix. We know that Posey's connected into that group because Posey was picked up on the New Yorker, which is connected into Vox. We don't really know what this whole thing was about. I mean, maybe the whole objective was just to get the olive jar. John Collins Black gets the olive jar, which supposedly had a historical document in it. We don't know. My assumption is that they actually swapped out the olive jar and took the original and sold off one that didn't have anything in it. It was just his autobiography, didn't mean anything. Now, Barbara Anderson is struggling to call this fraud. She wants to use the word gag and prank and onion writer prank. She keeps saying gag. Well, a gag and a prank can still be a fraud. If I walk into the bank and rob the bank and call it a gag, it's still armed robbery. It doesn't change the fact that I robbed the bank. She wants to play it down and talk about how there's a Hollywood ending coming and all these things. But she doesn't know who's going to do it. It's like some mythical guy in the sky is going to do a Hollywood ending. So if you're Braven in the Wood means Hollywood ending. You know, those are all cute thoughts, Barb. Those are cute thoughts. But good luck with that. That's not what's happening here. Yeah, I get it. Justin is a poser, okay? Justin, Posey. The word just is in the poem. Just take the chest. So Justin got the chest. If you look at the word just in the dictionary, it's pronounced J-E-S-T, jest, like a joke. Just take the chest, only the chest, nothing else. Just the chest. It appears that whoever is running this script on the public, it's a script, and Justin was hired and paid to do what he did. But who is the whale that's driving the script? There's obviously a script being acted out here. It's obvious. It's clear that whoever is doing this has deep pockets and is paying for all of this to happen. Is it Doug? Is it somebody else? We know Barb thinks it's Doug.